Deeply understanding cats is an art mastered by very few. Some of you have a remarkable ability. You can understand our language without even trying. We cats have a name for these exceptional beings, the chosen ones. Although you humans might call them cat whisperers, today I'm revealing 15 signs that prove you might be one of our elite communication experts. Let's talk about that inexplicable force that makes us cats gravitate toward you, even when you're actively ignoring us. While it's not magic, we do pick up on subtle human cues like tone, energy, and body language, which are traits that signal trustworthiness. This ability might trace back thousands of years to when our ancestors chose which humans to partner with for food and safety. When we encounter a cat whisperer today, it's like finding a gourmet feast in a world of fast food. Even aloof cats can't resist. For aspiring whisperers, here's a secret: stop trying so hard. When we hear kitty, kitty, it's as irritating as a car alarm to us. Cat whisperers don't need a translator to understand our nuanced body language. Beyond knowing that an upright tail means hello, they notice subtle signals like an annoyed ear twitch or whiskers pulled forward in curiosity. This expertise stems from understanding our evolutionary communication style. Unlike pack animals like dogs, our cues are subtle and efficient, designed to avoid alerting prey during our solitary hunts. Skilled observers don't just read these signals, they respond. They know when to give us space and when to engage. If you want to learn, start small. You can do this by watching our ears, tails, and blinks. They're really saying more than you think. We cats are basically tiny, furry introverts with occasional bursts of social energy. As solitary hunters, our ancestors needed their own territories to survive. Each cat required enough space to hunt effectively without competition. This territorial instinct remains hardwired into our DNA, even though we now hunt kibble in bowls. A true space-respecting cat whisperer recognizes when to approach and when to let us be. They understand that forcing interaction creates distrust and that every room needs multiple retreats and escape routes. Most importantly, they know our subtle leave me alone signals, from tail twitching to skin rippling. They honor our boundaries, not just sometimes but always. They understand that our need for space isn't rejection, it's just us being cats. Now, this is an art form. Cat whisperers know exactly where, how, and when to pet us. The spots we love being petted, behind the ears, under the chin, along the cheeks, are the same spots our mothers would groom when we were kittens. There are also areas where we have scent glands, making the interaction not just pleasurable but socially significant. A true touchmaster knows the exact pressure to apply, which varies by cat and mood, and they can read our petting tolerance threshold perfectly. They understand when to avoid the belly and how to distinguish between an invitation to pet and a display of trust. Most impressively, they adjust their technique for each individual cat, understanding that what works for one might send another running under the bed. Perhaps the most mysterious power of cat whisperers is their ability to transform a room full of anxious cats into a Zen garden. The best whisperers radiate a calm that even the most stressed out cats can't resist. You walk into a room, and suddenly the anxious, skittish feline in the corner decides maybe you're not so bad after all. So, what's the secret? Slow, deliberate movements, a steady tone, and an ability to read the energy of the space. Cats are hardwired to avoid unpredictability. It's a survival thing, so your calm, predictable presence is like a spa day for our nervous systems. Being a timing master isn't just about knowing when we want dinner, it's about reading and respecting our natural rhythms. These gifted humans understand we're most active at dawn and dusk. Our ancestors developed this schedule to hunt when prey was active but larger predators weren't around. Cat whisperers know exactly when to initiate play sessions and when to let us sleep undisturbed. They can anticipate our active periods and recognize when we're about to get the zoomies. Most importantly, they understand that each cat has unique daily routines that need to be respected. Their mastery extends to distinguishing between our different states: hunting, social, rest, exploration, and grooming. They never force interaction during our deep sleep phases, and understand that sometimes, yes, we really do need to run around the house at 3 a.m. Play isn't just entertainment, it's a vital expression of our natural hunting instincts. Cat whisperers know that a piece of string isn't just a string, it's prey, and it needs to act like prey to keep us engaged. Every game of chase is actually a sophisticated hunting simulation that helps maintain our physical and mental health. These pros know how to mimic realistic prey movement, making it erratic and unpredictable rather than repetitive. They understand when to let us catch the prey, because victory is important for our confidence. They ensure laser pointer games end with a physical reward. Most importantly, they know how to engage our complete hunting sequence: stalk, chase, pounce, and kill, making each play session deeply satisfying. You don't just feed us, you get us. You understand that in nature, we naturally eat several small meals a day, so you adapt our feeding schedule accordingly. You know that food puzzles aren't just a gimmick, they're a way to keep our clever brains engaged. You also know that feeding stations need to be separated from water sources, and that some cats prefer elevated bowls, while others like ground-level dining. And let's not forget your incredible ability to read the room. You can tell when we're just being picky and when a sudden appetite change might mean something more serious. It's like you're fluent in food, and we love you for it. These environmental architects understand that a cat-friendly home isn't just about having a litter box and a food bowl. They create spaces that satisfy our needs for security, observation, and territory. In the wild, we needed secure spots to rest while keeping an eye on our surroundings. True calm space architects develop vertical areas that we can use as highways through the home, strategically place observation posts near windows, and ensure every room has multiple secure hiding spots. They understand that we need both sunny lounging areas and cool retreat spaces. Their homes feature scratch-friendly zones, quiet areas away from household traffic, and safe barriers around dangerous spaces. True cat whisperers understand our full vocal range. They know that most of our vocalizations were developed to communicate with humans because wild cats rarely meow to one another. Skilled interpreters distinguish attention-seeking calls from distress signals, decode the nuances of purrs, and recognize the meanings behind trills and chitters. They understand how pitch and volume convey different messages, and that each cat has a unique accent. They can identify a food meow from a greeting and notice changes in vocal patterns caused by stress or illness. Most impressively, they distinguish urgent requests from casual chatter and respond appropriately. Cat whisperers excel at managing feline social dynamics, a remarkable feat since we cats are naturally solitary hunters. Modern domestic cats often live in groups, and peace negotiators masterfully navigate these unnatural arrangements. They introduce new cats seamlessly, prevent territorial disputes, and strategically set up each cat's own resources, feeding spots, litter boxes, and resting areas. When conflicts arise, they expertly diffuse tensions without causing stress, using techniques like scent mixing and controlled introductions. They facilitate acceptance and maintain harmony by respecting each cat's social and territorial needs. These perceptive humans have a remarkable ability to sense our stress before it shows. This is vital because we're experts at hiding discomfort, a survival instinct from the wild. Cat whisperers notice subtle behavioral changes others miss, like shifts in grooming, eating habits, or sleeping spots. They pick up on changes in litter box use or vocalizations, recognizing these as early warning signs. Most importantly, they act quickly, modifying our environment or routines to address stresses before they escalate, ensuring that small issues don't become major problems. We cats don't follow commands, we extend invitations. Clear boundaries once meant survival in the wild and now ensure comfort and security. Real cat whisperers never force interactions or allow unwanted attention from others, especially children. They respect our preferences, whether we enjoy belly rubs or prefer chin scratches. They create safe retreat spaces and ensure guests honor our limits. Most importantly, they understand trust is earned gradually, and respecting boundaries is the fastest way to win our affection. Learning for us is an art form, not a performance. Behavior change requires patience, consistency, and understanding on your part. Unlike dogs, we're not inclined to please humans without good reason. Patient teachers avoid punishment like spray bottles or loud noises, focusing instead on the root causes. If we scratch furniture, they offer better alternatives. If we act out, they investigate environmental stresses. They use positive reinforcement skillfully, offering treats and praise at the right moments. Most impressively, they stay calm even when we're difficult, understanding that punishment only harms trust and worsens problems. This is the most exceptional sign of a cat whisperer, that profound understanding that goes beyond typical human-animal interactions. These special humans can read our most subtle signals, a slight ear twitch showing mild irritation, a particular tail position expressing territorial concern, or a subtle vocalization hinting at discomfort or need. Our interactions become a sophisticated dance of unspoken understanding. Physical and emotional boundaries blur naturally, without humans sensing exactly when we need space and when we crave closeness. They can recognize the difference between a demand for food and a request for comfort. This interpretation of our silent communication goes far beyond standard pet ownership. The key is paying attention, showing respect, and being patient. Remember, every great cat whisperer started as a humble cat lover. If you want proof that your cat loves you even more than you think, don't miss this other video. And if you pride yourself on being a cat whisperer, drop your best happiness hack for our furry friends in the comments below.